Most of the students are asking me how to write an OOP program. So we're using the OOP program. What is OOP? That stands for Object Oriented Programming. So therefore, we are more on defining the class and the objects. So let us write a code for the OP program. Our task is very simple. We'll create a program that will ask the user to enter any data at the same time. We'll display the data and validate the data using the OP style of coding. Okay. So we'll be using, of course, the Java class for IO, and that is your what? Scanner. Okay, how to do that? Let us start with the code. Okay, it's public plus data entry. So there you have it. So we'll be using, of course, the modifier. We have different types of modifier. I have already explained this in my Java tutorial in my YouTube channel. So we have different types of modifier. We have the public, we have a private, and we have the protected. So let's use the private modifier here that can be accessed inside a class. Okay. So we use the private string, let's say location, and we have here a private int and then code. So we have now two what objects right here, or we call it a variable, location and code. And of course we have the string data type, and we have of course the number, and this refers to integer, right? Now let us declare now the class public data ops entry. We'll be using, of course, two parameters right here to encode our data inside the program. Okay, so we'll be using this property, this location equals to location, and this point code equals to code. The purpose of this is, of course, we're going to put this in the main program. The location is a string, therefore we put the location in the main program and force the code as a number. And after that, what will happen? So we will import, of course, the built-in class for the data entry. Therefore, we need to use the import the java.util. We have it scanner. So this is the built-in class of your Java program. And the scanner has different types of methods. So what are the methods for the scanner? We have here for the next int. What else? We have for the next line. We have for the next for the character. But of course, it is created by your char or charat. Okay. So these are the examples of your methods. So this location, this code, we have already what you call this string. We have two parameters for this code. So we will validate this, validate the code for the location. Okay, let us first declare our scanner here. So we use what? Oh, declare first our local variable. Interrupt code location. So this local location is part of your data entry class. And these are the field members of the class. And this data can be accessed only within the class. Enter code location. The purpose of this is for the user to verify the code location. Okay, let us use the scanner class here. Scanner at the top. Scanner input equals to new scanner. Okay, this is the constructor. And then call the Java package for the input for the system.in, so that we can use the scanner what methods. Next is, of course, to ask the user for to ask the user for the input for the location. Enter code location. Now we will put here, of course, the object for the input. This input is instantiated so that this can use and of course apply the scanner class different methods. These are the methods for that. We have the following: next int, next line for the string, and of course next for the character. Okay, there you have it. Now let's continue. So we'll ask the user to enter the location, and then code location equals to, well, of course, since we have here now the object for the scanner, using the input for, and then access the scanner class methods, and we're going to use the next int. Okay. So what's next? So we'll have to create now the validation here. How to create a relation is quite simple using the if and else statement. So if this location equals to, remember we have here the local variable for the co-location that will read this parameter in the main program. Okay, code location. Okay, so we have to start here. Okay, if this point location equals to code location, what will happen? Okay, let us run this code and then do your action here. Or maybe if you're packaged in Google, then of course you can display here the map location. But since we don't have the package for the Google location, then we can use a text here to display only the result out that print line. Then we have here you are labeled oops in this area. Okay. Otherwise, what will happen if this is not in the location? We'll copy this thing and then put here, and then we'll say you are out of place. Okay. So this is where we end the program for the first for our class here at the top, the data entry program. Let's put it right here. Okay. Let's arrange this. End of data entry class. Okay, now let us instantiate this program. The purpose of this session is to create representations of the class. Okay, so we start with public. Class public static void main. The purpose of the public static void main is to call the main to display the main program. At the same time, to call, of course, the main class, the superclass, and the subclass. Public static void main, we have your string ERGS. Okay, now let us instantiate the class. Okay, now let us instantiate the class. So this is the end of data entry class. This is your end of data entry main class. Okay. So we have to instantiate this data entry program. How to do that? So let us copy this and then paste it right here. And then we need to instantiate it here. This is what we call the instantiation of the object. So this object now represents your class. Okay. Let's say I want to create my name here, Arnold, equals to new data entry. Look at this. We fuse two parameters in our program here. And we have two data here. We have the string location and we have the int code. From here, of course, we call this location and code in our program inside the class. And then we ask the user to validate this code. If this location is equals to the entered location, then we'll say you are labeled in this area. Otherwise, you are out of this place. You're out of place. While here, we create our main program to instantiate Arnold at the same time to, again, enter our code here. So what is the code here? Because it's a string. Let's say Viagao, and then I will put here, let's say 100. Okay, let us test the code. So this is where we end our program. This is very simple. At the same time, we have only one built-in class that was fused in this program, that is the scanner. So we're using the private modifier to call this program inside the class. Remember, we are using inside the class. So if you want to create external program for Java, you cannot call this outside the class, but within inside the class. So let us use this, and then let us run the program. Okay. So we have either system of the print line, you are out of place. Why? Unclose string literal. Don't panic. We will edit this. So this location equals code location. Okay, let us check this first. So this is the code location. Code location equals to input next int. Okay, let us use this code location. Okay, if this location, okay, I'm sorry, this code, I'm sorry, because this is a string. Okay, this is a string while this is an integer. So let us run the program again. Incompatible types interrupt cannot be converted to boolean. If this code equals to code location, let us check it first. So our code location inputs next int, and of course we have here the code, this point code equals to code location. Okay, let us check it again. I am a bit puzzled right now. I will check. Well, they are in the same type. Oh yes, this is the error. Can you see this? This is the error. We are here to compare the statement, not to assign the statement. So we need to push the double equal sign. And then let us check and run the program. Execute the program. Let us check what will happen to the program. Okay, enter code location. There you have it. So we have here the fixed value of the 100. We have here the string for Miyagaw. That's the location. And we compare the value of this parameter to this location. Remember, we created our input here using the scanner class, and by that scanner class, we again create our own local variable here to be compared to the existing, what you call this, instance variable at the top. These are instance because these are private, right? So we run the program and of course put our locations right here. Enter location, I will say enter code location, that I will say 100. Let's see if this match here. So if that's matched the code, automatically well, you are labeled in this area. But again, you can do more than this, meaning to say, if you have your Google site package, you can invoke, of course, the Google map and to display the location. This is just part of the prototyping, creating ideas how to infuse OOP using the scanner class. Okay, so when we put 100 here, what will happen is you press the enter key. So you are labeled in this area. That's correct because 100 is here. And we again infuse, of course, the scanner class to ask the user to enter the code. So the encode match to the location code. Therefore, the answer is you are labeled. Therefore, the text that will be displayed is you are labeled in this area. What if we change, of course, the output? Let's say 200. So this will display what? You are correct. You are out of place. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel.